He would still like to be part of state government and believes we cannot let our guard down against COVID. Dr. Lee Norman sat down with us exclusively today, confirming he was fired from his job as Health and Environment Secretary.
I feel really good about what we've accomplished as a state, as an agency, myself personally. I'm not having a hard time sleeping at night.
Were you ready to step down?
I did not step down voluntarily. I was asked to step down. So no, I wasn't prepared to do that.
Dr. Lee Norman's 3-year tenure as KDHE secretary, leading the state through the COVID-19 pandemic, came to an abrupt end Friday with a news release from the governor announcing his departure. What was the tipping point, do you think?
I don't know. You'd have to ask the governor that, or her staff.
Norman acknowledged email exchanges with Governor Kelly's chief of staff, Will Lawrence, in which Lawrence warned Norman his public comments could be undermining policy efforts and scaled back Norman's media appearances. Norman says he didn't think he was getting political.
It is true that public health is political, but it shouldn't be as partisan as it has become. But I think I did rub him the wrong way. But no confusion about this. Respect him, liked working with him and the rest of the governor's office staff. When you're busy running day-to-day operations in the middle of the largest infectious disease mass casualty event in the history of the United States, just to put things in perspective, running day-to-day operations when it gets into policy, then that's kind of a get a little pushback, and that's what you saw. There is a difference, and this was actually, I think, the fundamental difference of opinion. I wanted to be more transparent with any information we have, trusting the public to take that information and do what they wish with it. I think that the governor's office wanted to script it a little bit more tightly than that. And I think it worried them that I was going to divulge information that they were just not quite ready to have divulged yet.
Norman also was known for calling out misinformation and public officials on social media. House Speaker Ron Reichman recently tweeted condemning comments during a legislative hearing in which people compared restrictions for the unvaccinated to the Holocaust. Norman replied, questioning who allowed the public venue for expressing those views.
I basically have always said what I wanted to say. You know, the words that are come out of my mouth are my words. Now, if they have a consequence that I can't foresee and somebody gets bruised, sorry. But I think it's important to really state one's mind.
The information he wants people to know today: the pandemic isn't over.
We can't let our guard down during these upcoming weeks, really. From now till the first of the year, I think are going to be a big question mark.
At the end of the day, do you still support Governor Kelly's administration and Governor Kelly's efforts?
Yes, very much so. Matter of fact, I think that her response to this pandemic has been a model of success.
As for his role in that response, Norman says he has no regrets.
I'm not a victim. I might be a casualty of what's happened. I don't second guess how I've gotten here. If I would have been on the sidelines, I would have been fit to be tied. You know, put me in, coach.
We had reached out to the governor's office several times over the past few days for a response to Norman's departure. They have not commented yet beyond that initial news release thanking him for his service. As for what's next, Dr. Norman isn't sure. He remains on the faculty of KU School of Medicine and says he loves to teach.